This is Ushine Ishine, and I'm very, very pleased to have with me today Sotonye Diri. She is a motivational speaker, an author, and an entrepreneur. I think this girl is unstoppable. How are you doing, Sotonye? Really good.
I'm great.
I'm so grateful that you could join us.
Because
you're a young lady who's running things, running the show, and just doing the most amazing things for young people, youth culture, and everything else that surrounds being a positive role model and woman in our society.
Thank you.
So please tell me about yourself, tell me about your history. Where did this love and passion come for creating good vehicles for young people to learn and grow?
Okay, 2 years ago I graduated from Queen Mary University and I was doing a law degree. Towards the end of my degree, I started to realise, okay, the area of law I want to go into is not what I want to do anymore. And the whole point of going into that area of law, which was criminal law, was to help young people, to help them just realise the choices they were making and how detrimental it was to their future. But I realised that wasn't the correct vehicle, so I graduated and I thought, okay, what am I going to do now? I could have gone into law school, but I said, no, I just want to take a year out just so I can work with young people and just give them my all. So I kind of said, okay, Mum, not going to continue with law for now.
How did that go down?
My mum it wasn't even my mum that was the issue, it was everybody else that had their opinion. They were like, oh, you should finish, you started this so you've got to continue. But I wanted to kind of show people that if you want to do something, just go for it.
Yes, exactly.
As long as you know what you're doing, then don't allow other people's opinions to become your life, to become your reality, but let your voice be the loudest one that you can hear. It was an interesting journey because I said, okay, I want to work with young people. Didn't really know where to start. Had not much experience of working with young people. I'd only worked with young people in my church, which is obviously an informal setting. So fortunately, there was a guy at my uni who I started speaking to, and he was working in a youth club in Hackney, and he was saying that he wanted to move on, so there'd be a position opening for me. Then I went to work in my secondary school as a learning support assistant, which was very, very good because it gave me an insight into the educational system. Then I went on to become a freelance motivational speaker, delivering workshops in schools. Which was good, and then I then moved on to working with the YMCA, which is where I currently am now, developing activities and programs to develop the young people spiritually, physically and mentally.
That sounds astounding to me. And you've done all this, you've come together, and it's so great that you had this passion, and I feel really inspired, and I just want to know, so, who inspires you to then say, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going here, Tell me about that.
Well, my main inspiration and drive comes from the fact that I know that my purpose is to empower other people to start living their purpose. So everything that I do is got to be about empowerment. Even just on a day-to-day basis, if I'm talking to someone, it's about how can I empower you, not drag you down and make you feel like you're nothing, but how can I help to build you up? How can I give you the tools that you can leave, so then even when I'm not there, you can speak positive things into yourself.
I want to find out, where do you get the time to write the books? I want to know about these books because I know one is No More Excuses.
Yeah.
And for me, that is absolutely true. And the second one is, could you give us the name?
Yeah. Colour to Success.
Colour to Success.
Yes.
And that's for our young ones.
Yeah, age 3 to 7.
Okay, so tell me about No More Excuses.
I've written it in a way so it's very short stories, so it's not like a long book, like a textbook. It's exciting to read, it's engaging. It simply says there's no reason why you can't succeed in life, regardless of your race, your economic background, your status, whatever it is. If you have the right mindset, attitude and belief system, then you will excel and achieve your goals and your dreams. And in order to kind of back up that message that nothing is impossible, I interviewed 16 positive Black British role models, and I've just documented their journey to success to where they are today. So people like Levi Roots, who done the Reggae Soul, Storm Butler, who's an MP for Brent South, Alexander Moose, who made his first million at age 24 through R&B ringtones. So different role models that the young people can look at and say, if they can do it, so can I. And also it's a practical book as well, so it's the steps that you can take in whatever career they're in order to kind of eradicate the mistakes that they've made, so it kind of like you can catapult yourself, because if you can apply the principles and learn from their mistakes, then that means that your starting point will be even further, and it means that you can go even greater. They may have come from a similar background to yours and lived a similar life to you, but along the way they made a different decision where it then led to them becoming successful. They chose not to make an excuse. They chose not to kind of wallow in their self-pity, but pick themselves up when obstacles came their way, and just to keep on running the race of life. Be your biggest cheerleader. Don't wait for someone to tell you you're great. Tell yourself that you're great, and then with that mindset, live life. The biggest barrier in life that you'll come up against is yourself, and once you can overcome your negative self-talk, then what outside won't really affect you, because it's the internal that really matters, what you say to yourself.
Wow.
So that's one.
What's the second one? Because I love this one, because it's for all our young uns out there.
That's it. We haven't forgotten you. Colour to success.
Colour.
To success, yes.
The operative words.
Colour. And it's an activity book for young kids aged 3 to 7. And at the beginning, it's all positive quotes, like I am a winner, reach for the stars, winners never give up. Never. Which is just to like get the young people having that positive mindset. Because what happens is when a child is born, nothing is impossible. It's only as they grow up they start to understand fear and limitations. So the book is simply to say that
society is put on them.
Okay, that's it. People might think, oh, they're too young, but in certain maybe society circles, they understand the importance of educating your child from a young age, so that they can have that kind of mentality as they grow up, so they realise that they're here to be great. And the whole book is just to let them know that they are winners, that they are champions, that they can become whoever they want to be. So it's the same message of there is nothing can stop you from achieving your goals and your dreams. It's just that you have to believe in yourself. So it's fun, they colour it in. The parents can sit down and read with them as well. Fly like an eagle. Eagles soar. And they have vision and foresight and focus, that's what we need to impart. That's it. So that's the first part. And the second section of the book is all about dream jobs. So when I grow older, I want to be a businessman. Businessmen make money, and then it has an activity. So spot the difference.
So you're spotting the difference, and you're colouring in. You're colouring in your future and preparing yourself.
I like it.
I like it too.
I like it. See, so it's got dot to dot. It's got filling the missing gaps.
It's a wonderful book. They're wonderful books.
Thank you.
Okay, and I just want you to continue creating entertainment, or I call it educatement into our young people.
Excellent.
And I also want them to know, they're like, I don't have time. More excuses I hear. I don't have time. How am I going to do this? No, how do you do it? That's what we want to know. How do you find time to do all of these things? Because you know what, you're changing the world. So how do you find time to do that?
24 hours is a lot of hours to do what you want to do, and it's just about prioritising your time. So if I'm at work from maybe 8 hours in a day, what am I doing with the other hours? Am I sitting at home watching TV on Facebook, or am I using it productively? And that's what I had to do, because I was working full time, running my clerking agency, doing events and writing the book all at the same time. Even money is not an issue. Do all the things that you can do up to the point where, okay, you might need the money, but along the way you'll realise that people might even want to sponsor you or invest in you. So don't stop and say, I've got to wait till I have 100, 200 pounds.
Yes.
No. You start working on it. It will come. Yeah, and then your mind is so creative where you start to think of ways of how you can actually do it, maybe with they call it like a shoestring budget.
A shoestring budget.
The whole journey I wouldn't say it's been hard, because I have had a lot of support, but it's been one that I think you learn as you go along. People want to know everything before they start, but there's a saying that says you don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to get started to become great.
What I need to know now is, do you have any role models, or yourself, at home or in the media, or just people on the street? Tell us about them.
My mum, just the way that she's a woman of integrity, she's a strong woman, she's my biggest role model. And then for me, my second role model is Jesus Christ, the way that he lived his life, where he was loving, he was giving. And my sister.
Don't forget your sister.
Yeah, because I know
there'll be trouble
watching.
now. Yeah.
My sister is my role model. She's a few years older than me, and she was a fantastic role model when we was at school, because she was a few years ahead. She kind of had already done the coursework, so she would help me do my coursework, show me her coursework, how we do. So she was, and then at the age of 17 she fell pregnant, but she didn't use that as an excuse to become a statistic.
There are no more excuses.
She didn't. She fell pregnant. She completed her A-levels, took a year out, and then she went to uni, graduated. She was working, studying, and like looking after my nephew, has been a mother. So she graduated, and now she's a medical rep, working for like the top pharmaceutical company. So
Your mum's had amazing children.
Wow. My family, is a family that smiles a lot. Just smiley, and it's just so, to smile at someone is free.
It's one of the most important things that anyone could give to another person.
Exactly.
People don't realise that.
Exactly.
So when you smile, you shine. Because when you shine, I shine.
Come on now.
And that's that is what life is about.
The number one, you must believe in yourself. Number two, have a goal, have a vision, have direction. Don't just wake up and be like, what am I going to do today? Have a diary. If you haven't got a diary, it means you're not organised. Or not. If not a diary, just have what your to-do list of things that you need to do. Because it just shows that when you write things down, your mind starts to think of ways to make it happen. When you start to I have a vision board in my house, and a vision board of what I want for the future, and every day I'm looking at that. So it means that my mind is thinking of ways to make it happen. So believe in yourself, have a goal, and network. I am the biggest network. My friend calls me a social butterfly. Other people call me bait. Yes, I'm bait. I'm everywhere because people need to know who you are. Sometimes it's not what you know, but it's who you know. So if you can connect with the people that are doing the things that you need to do, or at the places that you want to go to, then it means that you can move forward even quicker. So believe in yourself, have a goal, and network. And when obstacles come your way, see them as opportunities for you to grow even stronger. Things come to test our strength, and in order to be a strong woman, it means that you've got to face it head on and tell yourself that this is only temporary. I can overcome it.
Thank you for being with us today. I am so grateful. That's Sotonye Diri. Remember her name. She's doing big things, and she's a great role model for Ushine Ishine young women. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.